Well, my loving dub motherfuckers, what's going on, everyone? It is everyone's favorite jack of all trades, with the foul mouth come to urban, and welcome back to another awesome fucking video, guys. I greatly do appreciate it. And before I do dive down into this bitch, I want to give a big special shout out to all of you guys, my viewers, and my subscribers for sticking around watching all this shit I fucking do. Reason why I fucking do this for all you guys, so yeah. And before I do dive into this video, I do want to give you guys a little bit of something, a heads up or whatever. I did see the newest images from the latest unmanned dive to the wreck of the Titanic, and I'm very shocked and startled at what they brought back. The fact that 15 feet of the port side forecastle deck railing is now gone and fell off to the bottom of the sea. It's fucking crazy. It just proves that the Titanic, the unsinkable herself, is falling apart at a fucking rapid rate. So sad, disturbing news, but I mean, she's over 112 years old. And they also found the statue out of the reception room, which is really fucking awesome. They should raise it. They should fucking salvage that thing. So anyway, this is going to be a comparison video between two kits in 1/700 scale, where I'm comparing the Revell 1/700 scale RMS Olympic from 1911 with the Academy Models 1/700 scale RMS Titanic Centenary Anniversary kit. We're going to compare the boxes, the instruction manuals, and the models themselves. So, any fucking further ado, let's go ahead. The Revell box, you know, pretty decent sized box. You know, it says 1/700 scale RMS Olympic 1911 with this beautiful image of Olympic on it. Sides of the box look like just like so. And of course, it gives you the information you need to know about the kit and pictures of the prototype model. And then there's information about the ship and the fact this kit was made in Germany, made in Europe, see, made in Poland. And of course on the back side tells you about the skill levels and shit and all the other ship models that Revell is offering. Now, the Academy box, literally in the corner, same thing, tells you the scale and the name of the model, and it's got this really amazing fucking image of Titanic. And something they did I think is really nice, they give you this little window to see the parts inside the kit, which is a nice little touch. And the fact it's multicolored parts, so if you didn't really want to paint the fucking thing, you didn't have to. Of course, right there, Academy, just like on the Olympic box. It has information about the model and pictures of the prototype model that was built. And just like the Olympic model somewhat, you have it on the ends, except they flip-flopped them, I think. Yeah. The tall end was on that side of the box, and on the other end like that. And of course this side shows a picture of the model. Shows a picture of the model. Got your paint guide and shit on here. And the fact that it tells you this model kit was made in Korea versus made in Poland. And another thing, this is a pop-top box, meaning this comes up, while Olympics box is a flat box. But the one thing I did find out really interesting, the boxes are nearly the same fucking length. Titanic's box is slightly fucking longer. But as for width, they're the same width. They're the same thickness, the same width. But as for length, the Titanic box is slightly longer. So, and that's the boxes to these two things. Now the instructions. Olympics instructions are classic Revell. Just opens up. And you got your parts call out. And step 1. You just classic Revell, just telling you all the different steps. Pretty straightforward shit. Pretty straightforward as you're looking at it. Pretty straightforward, and it goes to the end. And altogether there are 31 steps to build Olympic. There's a little bit of information, well, right here regarding Olympic. If you want to read that shit, you can pause it and read it. There's a picture of the model. Now the Titanic's instructions is a lot smaller. I'm gonna try, there we go, you can pause it and try to read that shit if you want. The top of it looks just exactly the same as the box. Box art looks this, the top looks just like the box art. And unlike the Revell instructions, these open up into a big massive multi-fold. And there is actually less steps for this model. And then it just folds over again. There's only 15 steps for this model versus 31. So 31 steps for Olympic, 15 for the Titanic. And on the back side, you have your parts locating diagram, which for Olympic, it was inside. Titanic's instructions were smaller printed than Olympics, and there's less steps than that one. Now finally, let's go ahead and look at the two ships side by side each other. And of course with Olympic, her display stand is just a very basic little stand that says RMS Olympic. Well, Titanic's stand has got stilts on it with a little thing that says RMS Titanic, which is fucking nice. And we look at the details on Olympic. The Revell model does a really nice fucking job with details molded onto the model, like with the boat deck area and the lower decks, because like the windows, all the windows are basically molded onto the ship. Like in this area here, you can see the windows, while on the Academy model, the windows and shit are missing, which the Revell kit, I will give it props. The Revell kit actually got that right and got the windows on there. There's a lot of little parts and detail on the Revell kit. Now the Academy kit looks really good too. A lot of the detail on the model is molded on, but there are separately applied parts like the bollards, which are separately applied, the anchor crane, the mast, the vents, the cranes, the other vents, lifeboats. See, like on this model, I actually painted the window frames because this was an earlier build and I wasn't at the fucking skill level I am at now. I wish I had this model to redo. I would fucking paint the window frames on this bitch, and I would elect, instead of using this fucking little gold stripe decal, I would paint the fucking stripe on like I did on that one to make it stand out more. That's just my fucking thoughts. You can see the detail, like I said, on... You can see the detail on the Olympic. Revell did a really fucking nice job with the details on the decks. While at the same time, Academy, you don't have to shit on Academy, because they did a really good job too, for the most part. There is shit missing. Like, there's some vents and stuff that should be here that are missing on Titanic. But one thing that's missing on both ships, the skylights over the Marconi room. Olympic had them. So did Titanic. They're both fucking missing. The areas on the raised roofs look pretty good for the most part. And I think honestly, photo etch railing would have looked really fucking good on this model. But I built this before I fucking knew about photo etch. But there's the Olympic detailing. Titanic for the kit. It's pretty good. It's detailed. But there's, like I said, shit missing. You know, the sterns of the ships. And of course, then when you turn them around, look at them bow on. So, look pretty good, honestly. The details on both of them are pretty nice. So, all in all, which is the better model kit? Did Revell do a good job with their Olympic, or did Academy do a good job with their Titanic? Well, honestly, I'm going to lean a little bit more with Revell with the detailing on their Olympic, because their 1/700 scale Titanic, I've seen pictures of it, is really detailed and really nice looking too. But, you know, the Academy model is really nicely detailed too for the purpose of making the ship. But honestly, if you really want super detail, like detailed molar detail, the Revell kits are really nice for that. But it's really hard. It's harder than hell to fucking find a 1/700 scale Olympic. Now the Titanic, they still make the 1/700 scale Titanic. It's easy to get that son of a bitch. But the Olympic is a little bit harder to get. But the 1/700 scale Academy Titanic, you can go to Hobby Lobby and pick that motherfucker up. And it's like 30, 40 bucks. But if you buy it on sale, like 40% off on the fucking model kits, it's like $23. So overall, they're both fucking good kits. I'd recommend them both. If you love the Olympic class liners and want models in the same fucking scale, but don't have a lot of money to pay for bigger models, these two would be nice. And if you can find a 1/700 scale Olympic, but my buddy Jerry told me about one being made by Hobby Boss, but it's Olympic during World War I. And they're also doing a 1/700 scale HMHS Britannic, which I'm gonna fucking pick that one up. I've got to pick that one up because I've got Olympic and Titanic, now I gotta have Britannic, and I'll have all three Olympic class sisters. So it just fucking makes sense. So overall, yes, I would say they're both great kits. If you can find the Revell Olympic kit, fucking buy it. You might be paying out the ass for it, but, you know, buy the aftermarket for it. It's a little more detail and shit with it. It'll be a good model. And there is an aftermarket detailing set for the Academy Titanic kit. It's got a lot of brass parts. I thought about doing it, but then I thought, you know, I feel like I'll just build out the box. Because I'm going to get the 1/200 scale Titanic sooner or later and fucking do that one, so... Anyway. So there you go, guys. That is a comparison of the two kits. Both the 1/700 scale Olympic and the 1/700 scale Titanic. The one from Revell and one from Academy. Hope you guys enjoyed the fucking video. And if you have any questions or comments about any of the shit I fucking do, leave them in the comment section below and I'll get back with you. And if you're new to the channel, like the shit I fucking do, hit the fucking subscribe button, hit the damn notification bell. Never miss a video from yours truly ever again. And until next time around, this is Commodore Urban saying, have smooth seas and clear skies. Happy sailing with you. God bless you all. Take care, stay safe, be yourselves. Jesus and the good Lord love you all very much. Until we catch you all around again, I'll catch you on One Trade One with Hell One Knows. Let's go Brandon, fuck Joe Biden, and Comrade Kamala Harris, and Tampon Timmy Walls. They all fucking suck. And Trump 2024, baby. Yeah.